Today's episode, March News Roundup. With plenty of recent attraction openings, the Theas Awards, and new projects around the corner, we discuss the biggest headlines across the themed entertainment industry. We'll present our reactions, some bold opinions, and our own predictions for the future. All that and more right now. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fully Immersed. It's your favorite themed entertainment podcast. I'm your host, Lane Calder, joined once again by my good friends, Spencer Bennett.
Hello, hello.
And the big cheese himself, Tobias Lerman Matante.
¿Cómo estamos, señores y señoras?
Oh, he did commit to the bit of speaking in Spanish.
I
All right.
forgot about that. Well respected. Welcome, one and all. It's great to have you here with us. Today, like we said in the intro, we are discussing really just a news roundup. A lot of news has been happening, and in the background with, the my wedding and our time in Denver and all that, there's been some news that's gone, uncovered, and we kind of want to catch up a little bit, look at some stuff that's happened in the industry recently that we're excited about, as well as the Theas Awards, which happened, I believe, recently. The results.
Well, they announced the
haven't.
winners. Yeah.
So that is said and done. We got to announce that, or got to go through that and give our thoughts and opinions on that sort of stuff. I know that you guys were pretty brutal with the Golden Ticket Awards last year, so we will, probably have a similar conversation, unless you guys.
Well, as Toby said, if your listener are aware of the film awards every year, the Golden Globes as the drunken nightmare of celebrities, just like off their ass, slurring, saying crazy things. That was our comparison to what the Golden Tickets are versus the Theas or the Oscars. But I don't mean any slander to amusement today. But that was how we felt. So maybe it won't be as down bad as it was.
We'll see. Also want to recognize, if you were on our YouTube channel this week when Spencer dropped his video essay pertaining to the negative reviews that are circulating online for, or I guess just negative reaction in general for Epic Universe, thank you so much for checking that out. It really went crazy a little bit. A lot of comments, a lot of likes. I think it's, at the time of recording, it's over around 20,000 views. So
yeah,
thank you all. We really appreciate that. We're definitely going to be doing more content like that going forward. So definitely keep your eyes out for more little remotes or video essays that we'll be kind of doing in company with the longer, more drawn out podcast that we still obviously will be doing. So definitely keep your eye out on there for more. If you'd want to check that out, maybe you're just a podcast listener and do want to check that out, our YouTube is at Fully Immersed Pod, so go ahead and check that out. Well, guys, we're going to get into it. The main piece of news that we had said we wanted to discuss first was that recently we had the dual openings of Galacticoaster at the Lego parks in Florida and in California, and I saw that it happened. I didn't know about the coaster. Honestly, I didn't know about the attraction at all leading up to it, but I saw the headlines when it opened, and really positive feedback. And a lot of people are saying that it's Cosmic Rewind for kids and families, but really impressive reviews, that even press in general that they've been getting over the whole land itself, the whole galaxy, Lego Galaxy, I think it's called, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
As the land has been getting incredible reviews and press. So want to kind of get your guys' thought on that. I have watched the ride through of it, and it's really impressive. It's genuinely impressive for a family attraction for sure.
I haven't.
Yeah, I mean, it has you should watch it.
I don't
it looks
want
like
to.
Cosmic
I want to go.
Rewind.
I want to go on it
ride
at some point. Yeah.
Toby lives in
exactly.
LA, so he's going to get over there and check it out. The animatronic in the queue.
I saw that. Yeah.
Really good.
Fantastic.
Really good.
It's like the same idea is what it reminds me of is Buzz Lightyear and the Astro Blasters queue. It's like he's 100%. Standing there telling you about the ride. It's like C-3PO used to be in the Star Tours queue. Maybe he still is, but he's now also in the ride.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the addition it was, because I think he was always in that area, or at least,
with R2 and the
upbringing. Yeah, he was always there, and then it was the adventures continue when they, replaced Rex with him, right?
Yeah. But no, it's surprising, right? Like none none of the three of us have been to the Lego parks in years because
Yeah.
I'm fairly certain you need a child. I don't think adults can just like rip it into Legoland without some kind of like press credentials or something.
If I shave and you guys take me with the height differential, do you think you could be my dad's? And I can-
Maybe.
For context, Lane and I are both 6'4". How tall are you, Toby?
5'7".
Yeah, so we'll just put you in a suitcase.
He's
Actually,
not
no, you
a
have to be
short
present.
guy. He's
No,
just
he's like a
unfortunately
normal-sized
a lot
man.
shorter than us.
Yeah. And if you have follow any of our personal Instagrams, the wedding photos from Lane's wedding with the three of us are hilarious. While we were taking them, I just remember Toby being like, I'm going to look like a fucking idiot. And he doesn't. He's adorable, but it's funny.
You look great,
I'm
dude.
telling you, I'm gonna shave my beard. I'll put on some like a onesie, and you guys can just walk me in.
Yeah, we'll just walk you into Legoland.
Yeah,
we
I'm
should
your
talk to
adult.
Eric about it, 'cause I think Eric brought Philip there, so maybe they should go back.
I
and check
loved
it
that
out for
park
us.
growing up. So
Oh yeah, I went plenty of times. I mean, I remember they've always had some pretty solid like attempts at theming, right? Like I remember the Dragon Coaster being a really big deal, and it's got like a
Yeah,
couple show scenes,
yeah.
but they're very simple, like old school animatronics, like just
But
a
as a kid,
mouth
it was
opening. Totally,
Dude,
Yeah.
but this
I
is
think-
like legitimately high
Yeah.
quality, like AAA figure.
total
Um,
kind of non sequitur. They're releasing only at Lego parks a Lego set for the Dragon Coaster,
Oh,
and
that's
I
so fun.
really want that. And I'm
I
like,
gotta get that. Yeah,
I know, yeah. Anyway,
But no, I mean it's impressive. Like, and it has throughout the ride. I mean, it's pretty themed. It looks like Cosmic Rewind, and you're the only one of the three of us who's been on it, Toby. But
I haven't
that's
been on
what
it
it
yet,
looks
but-
like. Cosmic Rewind.
oh, Cosmic Rewind. Yes, I've been on. I thought we were
Yeah,
talking about
yeah,
this
you
one.
have.
Yeah, I've been on Cosmic
No,
Rewind.
no. Yeah, so I feel like you should. You can. I guess you're gonna experience it, but it's what it looks like on a POV.
I mean,
to me.
I
It's the
saw
same kinda
like
idea.
the mechanism, right? Like the seats
Yeah.
move, they rotate and everything.
Yes.
There's that cool
And
thing
you
where
get
you
to
can
choose-
you get to build your own.
Yeah, you get to build your
ship.
own ship in the queue line, which is a great idea for an interactive way
So
to,
fun.
pass the time in the queue. But you get to choose from different wings for your rocket or your ship, I guess, and different, I think, tails and other features. And so it gives the appearance that is your own custom ship. Makes your kids feel like it's very their personality type of thing.
Yeah.
Obviously that doesn't change anything with the ride vehicle, but they do, I think, show it to you in a way, almost like seeing
Secret
the
Life of
ghost
Pets.
next to you at Haunted
Right?
Mansion.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh,
yeah,
sure.
Secret Life of Pets. Like
I was
same
thinking
thing.
test track, like you design your car, or the
Yeah, but you
Test
don't
Track
see
2.
the
I don't
car.
know about new test
you
track.
don't see the car.
No,
I think
not
here-
off the kiosk.
Here like I think there's a room where there's like a screen or something, and you
I
see
believe so.
you
I believe
see
so,
the
yeah.
like it shows you in the vehicle with the digital enhancements. For
Oh, so it's
the
like
coaster.
projecting onto the ride vehicle?
No, it's a screen.
It's like a screen in front of you.
Oh.
It's not projected onto the ride vehicle.
Oh, so it's literally Secret Life of Pets. Got it.
Yeah,
Basically,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
and you're in it, and then I think that's where it launches or whatever. I don't know.
That's
what
so fun. I love when
I've seen pictures.
I love when there's that element of interaction. I mean, like I worked on a Hot Wheels thing that had did like a activation like that where a kid could doodle a car and it would show up on a screen. So it's just
Yeah.
always fun to see things like that for kids specifically. But
I think it's an 8-person ride vehicle. I want to say
Something like
I think
that.
it's I think it's 4, isn't it?
there's
Well,
4.
there's
I think
4,
they're
and
connected.
it's 2 cars connected.
Oh, okay.
And then they spin a bit.
Would the train then technically just be 2 vehicles? Was that how they operated?
so.
I mean, I don't know, but
but I mean, I think so. And
Okay.
But I believe it spins to a certain degree. And I think there's 2 launches. I want to say from when I was
I
watching
don't
it. It's at least 1 launch.
Yeah.
Which is like pretty thrilling for a family coaster.
totally.
Like,
It
usually
looks to
family
be like
coasters don't have launches.
It's
no,
not a
like
huge
outside
ride
of like
vehicle.
Curse of the Werewolf has a swing launch, but yeah, that's it. I mean, it
Not
looks-
a huge show building. I'm just looking at some images right now. It's pretty small.
The
It's pretty
footprint is not
compact.
crazy.
I don't think it's super long. I think it's probably like a minute.
Yeah,
if
Well,
that.
I just saw-
coaster,
Yeah, it's probably like a very tame coaster. It just has the good effect of it's inside and has some good theming, and it
Well,
spins.
it's exactly the same idea as Cosmic Rewind, which is an indoor spinning coaster themed like Space Mountain.
Although
Right?
this didn't cost $500 million, so
No. But yeah, I mean, if you're listening and have kids, it seems to be like a pretty awesome addition to these parks, and if you're able to visit, or if you just look like Toby and you're gonna sneak in under the alias of a child,
or if you just want to lend us,
Legoland.
if you want to lend us a child so we can just go in the park.
Yes, lend us your child, or Merlin if you're listening, because for some reason my video essay performed well and want to send us to Legoland, we'll go.
We'll go.
I love Legos. I have multiple
Toby will
sets.
go tomorrow.
I will literally, I will drop everything and I will be there and I will be having so much fun by myself. I can
Just
pretend that
imagine you building Legos with children in Legoland.
He grows up so fast.
Guys, isn't this fun?
they're like so bored, and I'm just
Like
like,
grown man in the playground with the Legos.
it's like shut up. Therefore,
Security,
adults
stop
too.
that man.
There's adult sets now. It's okay.
Stop that man.
Good heavens.
All right, is that all we got for that? I mean, yeah, it's cool. Get on
That's cool,
Legoland.
it's cool. Yeah.
We never talk about that park, so it's cool to have
I
an
think,
excuse to
you
talk
know,
about them.
Good on Legoland for, funding a cool new immersive thing like that.
Yeah, outside of them.
Yeah.
Oh, they also did web slingers first, if you remember that. That's something to just quickly mention.
Oh yeah, what was the
Ninjago.
theme to it? Ninjago.
Right.
Ninjago is the same
like,
tech. It's the same tech.
finger thing. Yeah.
And that was like open 10 years before that ride did, so.
Hey, Legoland, impressive. Moving on to other news across the industry, Six Flags announced that they are closing down a good amount of their theme parks across the U.S. Have you guys seen the full list of all the ones that are getting sold off?
Yeah, Toby, do you want to run through it, or do you want me to?
If you have it open, I don't have it open.
Yeah. So they are selling to EPR properties. They are selling La Ronde in Montreal, Quebec, Michigan's Adventure and Wild Water Adventure in Muskegon, Michigan. Sorry to any Michiganians, I just messed that up. Schlitterbahn, Galveston, Six Flags Great Escape in Hurricane Harbor, Six Flags Great Escape Lodge and Indoor Water Park, which I assume is part of the same resort. Six Flags St. Louis, Hurricane Harbor St. Louis, Valley Fair in Soak City, and Worlds of Fun in Kansas City. So those are being sold to EPR properties who already own a handful of Six Flags parks, but Six Flags still operates them, including Frontier City, Darien Lake, Hurricane Harbor, Concord, and Oklahoma City, Hurricane Harbor Phoenix, Hurricane Harbor Splashtown. They also operate Wild Waves, which is in my neck of the woods in Federal Way, Washington, which I have heard is not good. So it's closing this fall, which is crazy. Like, it's shutting down. So I'm going to go this summer and check it out, but it looks like the State Fair, just permanent. It's like blacktop with coasters on it. There's a great Coaster Studios video about how lame it is. So I'm going to check it out, maybe for the LOLs and the memes. Yeah, so that's interesting.
So are they going to continue to operate any of these like they do the other ones?
I have no idea.
We don't
I don't
know.
think they announced that.
I don't know if it's been announced yet. It's
They
that
just
they're-
announced that
I
they're
guess
selling these off.
They're selling
I guess
more
I just
parks.
assumed that they would be like shutting down.
Well,
some of them,
I think
but
that's what they
maybe
did,
not.
like with Great what was it called? America? Was it America? Yeah, Six Flags America in the DC area, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I think that one just got
That's shut
bulldozed.
down.
That's done. That's dead. But that was,
Okay.
I don't know who that was sold to. I think that was just got rid of it.
So there's still some uncertainty then. Sure.
So we don't know exactly what the situation is. The press release they released just said that we're selling those parks off.
Yeah, so their press release says EPR properties will partner with experienced operators in Enchanted Parks and La Ronde operations for La Ronde. So Six Flags is going to retain the branding through the 2026 season. These are all seasonal parks.
Yeah.
But after that, they will lose the Six Flags name, and they will be operated by Enchanted Parks. And I'm not
but they're
sure.
gonna so they're staying open then. They're not being
that's
bulldozed.
what it
I
seems.
spoke too soon then.
Yeah, they haven't. It seems to be they're going to stay open. At least that's the
Interesting.
initial idea.
Huh.
And Enchanted Parks operates currently Worlds of Fun, Six Flags St. Louis, Schlitterbahn, Six
So
Flags
they already
Great Escape.
operate they basically already operate these
Yes.
parks, and then now they're just
Yes.
taking full ownership of it. That makes
And
sense. I
also
understand, I
everyone's
guess.
favorite Diggerland in West Berlin, New Jersey. Sorry to big fans of Diggerland. That's just a crazy.
So sorry.
This is a construction themed theme park, by the way.
Yeah, I've heard about it actually.
Wow.
It's just like a giant like cat. Like, wow. Drive, ride, soak, and slide. Diggerland.
Kind of want to go. I kind
Should
of
we
want to
do
go.
a fully immersed trip to Diggerland?
I would
Yeah,
love
it'd
to
be
go to
really funny.
Diggerland.
It'd be
I
really
would
funny.
love to spend a day there.
Oh my god, they have like a swinging like arc, but it's a crane.
Stop.
Wait, this place looks kind of sick.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, I kind of want to go to Diggerland.
We're throwing
What am
shade,
I
bro.
I mean, I just was laughing.
I wanna
because
go dig.
This sounds so silly, but Spin Dizzy is what the name of the ride is, and that looks okay. I see you, Diggerland.
Great. So I
But,
guess then
yeah.
in that case, we don't currently know if this means that any of them will be shutting down.
At least for the foreseeable future, they're sticking by their guns of we're gonna that EPR is gonna operate them with Enchanted Parks. So that's interesting.
It does mean that Six Flags, though, is continuing
out.
to offload their portfolio, some of the parks there.
Yeah.
Which
It was interesting. I bought I was looking at tickets for a Six Flags park recently, and it was really interesting because now it runs off of like Cedar Fair's system.
Right.
So now it just looks like you're buying a ticket to Knott's Berry Farm. It's very interesting.
They use the same font. It just says
Yeah.
Six Flags.
and
Yeah.
they've officially rebranded Flash Pass to just the what is
Fast Lane.
Fast Lane.
Fast
Right,
Lane.
Yeah. So they've officially rebranded that already. Like if there's
They've
a thing
removed
if-
the DC branding.
Well, if you go on to a Six Flags site, I assume it's for all of them, and then you're going through and doing the purchase flow, right, of buying a ticket. It'll say like you can pre-purchase Fast Lane, and there's a little logo above it that says like Flash Pass is now Fast Lane,
Oh, interesting.
which
Checking right
was
now.
funny because we had brought
It
that
is.
up
Oh my god,
recently.
that's crazy.
Yeah, we had brought that up recently during another episode where we were talking about like just the DC studio rights and like how that could be sold elsewhere because there are some conversations happening around that.
Yeah.
And so that had come up, but it was really interesting to go on there and actually see that they have rebranded it to be in line with the Cedar Fair parks, which have always been
Yeah.
Fast Lane.
I'm
Yeah,
interested
Fast Lane.
what that could mean in our next topic when we get there, or then maybe the next topic. So that's interesting. Yeah, I mean it's Six Flags continues to consolidate, right? So
Yeah.
what do we think for the future? I think there isn't Cedar Fair suing Six Flags or one versus the other of they kind of misled on what their numbers were. I believe that there's
I don't
an
know any-
internal
I don't know any
lawsuit
of that.
happening.
I thought
because
but
Six
Cedar
Flags
Fair
is in a
owns
ton
Six
of
Flags.
debt.
Six Flags.
No,
Cedar Fair is
Six
the
Flags.
ownership.
No, it's Six Flags.
No. Cedar Fair bought Six Flags and rebranded as Six Flags, but they're Cedar Fair who owns them.
Okay, then that would
So-
make sense because I think that they misrepresented the value and the assets and stuff. Because I think they're
So
yeah. Go ahead, Lane.
Cedar Point. Apparently, it was something that happened at Cedar Point. I don't know if this is the same thing, Spencer, but this was in November 2025, and this is just from like
Post merger.
Cleveland.
Yeah.
Cleveland News or something, saying there's a class action lawsuit attempting to expose the Six Flags merger.
Yeah, federal
Claims that
class
Six
action
Flags
lawsuit.
misled investors. Yeah, sorry. Claims that Six Flags misled investors about just how run down its amusement parks were before the merger with Cedar Fair last year.
So yeah, Cedar Fair bought them, or they consolidated, however you want to describe that.
The lawsuit
And
was
they-
filed by
yeah.
a Michigan pension fund, and alleged Six Flags bragged about these transformational investments while it was actually cutting staff and putting off some basic repairs at its legacy parks.
Interesting. Okay,
So, I
yeah,
mean-
I did.
What I think that probably means is that, I mean, I guess the idea with them right now with this merger is they're just going to consolidate their portfolio as much as humanly possible.
And the stuff that's not up to snuff, they're gonna drop.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell.
Yeah, like that must be it. Because like if you look at, there's no surprise announcement to me within their selling like the parks are selling off.
No, they didn't
Everything's-
sell like Magic Mountain or something out of left
Yeah,
field.
it's
where
not-
It's,
it's
like
not
time to
Great
hit the panic
America.
button. Right.
It's not Great Adventure. I mean, it's not Great America. It's not a Carowinds or Kings Island.
Right.
It's
not a like 5-alarm fire, something's happening. They're selling off big hitters.
No,
These are
I
Right.
just think
Yeah.
they're selling off their more the parks where the juice is probably is not worth the squeeze in terms of repairs and trying to bring them up to snuff. And if they're trying to rebuild the brand, essentially, the idea is probably sell off what just is not worth it. Focus
it's
on
not
the
worth
parks that
investing in.
Yeah. Focus on the legacy parks, like the parks that really are your money makers and have the fan base, and then put more of your funds into that. Because
Sure.
the debt they're in isn't Six Flags itself. I don't know if that now carried over to Cedar Fair or what the financial structure is there post merger. But I'm just assuming they got to trim the fat, and some of those parks must be in such bad shape that it just does not make
worth
sense. It does not make sense to continue to divert your funds towards these parks instead of just, use that money to buff Kings Island or Cedar Point or Magic Mountain or Great Adventure or any of their big or Knott's. That's their big.
Right.
That's technically their highest performing park, which is insane.
That's insane.
It's like all October, dude. I'm telling you.
But I guess it's like put the money there, make those parks really next level theme parks, and the rest of them there's just no point to keeping. And I think it's a smart move. I guess there is some misrepresentation in terms of that, but I mean it's also like reading between the lines, right? You're
Sure.
buying Six Flags was in dire straits before this merger. So
Yeah.
And so, like, at this point, if you're trying to save a company, I think it just makes sense. Focus on what you're doing. I actually was, like, looking through some websites. I think Kings Island is, like, renovating a dark ride, like a historic dark ride they just had.
I read about that.
It's like
I forget what
Phantom
it's called.
something. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's like
yeah.
a haunted. I think Sally Rides was doing
It's
that.
like a haunted shooter. Yeah, it's called Phantom
and
Blaster or something.
so they're like that's like a legacy ride, so they're like putting money into rebuilding that. I would not be surprised if what they start doing with some legacy parks is taking the Knott's Berry Farm approach, where they just start investing in infrastructure. Maybe they're adding maybe to the better off parks they're going to put in some coasters, but like we haven't seen any crazy coaster announcements coming. Like before the merger, it used to be like with the Six Flags park, some new kind of coaster that was cloned in 5 other parks, or some kind of flat ride that's crazy, and that was every year. I think they've kind of been like Magic Mountain. I think the coaster they're building over there, I think it's been under construction for like 2 or 3 years. And that's their one. That's the one project. I mean, I don't know anything. I don't even think we have a name yet. Everyone knows it's getting built because you can see it, but like,
the biggest news from that company before the merger was that they blew up King Dakar. Or was that Cedar Fair? Honestly, I don't even
that was
remember
Cedar Fair. Again, King Dakar is another coaster where the juice was not worth the squeeze. So I think what they're doing is where do we does it not make sense to invest money, and where does it make sense to put the money we do have into actually making this a reputable brand again?
And it's like Magic Mountain with Six Flags or Superman Escape from Krypton, right?
Exactly.
Said, it's not worth it. It's not worth continually paying to fix this problematic ride.
Right.
And where Cedar Fair is more concerned with, kind of as you said, Toby, like repairing the image and creating a more well-rounded theme park experience versus, I'm not trying to slander EPR properties, but like Wild Waves in Federal Way, which is 40 minutes outside of Seattle, is very much that. It's a blacktop with roller coasters.
Yeah.
And so maybe that company doesn't necessarily
feel
the need
yeah.
to have a well-rounded theme park. They're just trying to kind of pump out coasters and make money that way. And there's, some people love that.
Do your thing.
But Cedar Fair seems to be more interested in, like you said, kind of fleshing these parks out and substance and the kind of the Knott's Berry Farm approach.
Longevity.
And
so
having an identity, having a unique property appeal.
I do think it is like growing pains. I think it's like they just merged. Give them time. I think you're gonna break a lot of eggs in the process, and you're gonna hurt a lot of break a lot of hearts, because those are childhood parks for people.
Of course.
But I do see. I would rather this happen than Magic Mountain have to close, or Cedar Point have to close or Kings Island have to close
Sure.
or
And
whatever.
they wouldn't ever.
Right?
Those
No,
are the three
no,
they
but you know what
won't
I mean.
touch, yeah.
I would rather those parks that are truly good. Like really, I mean, Kings Island, I've heard nothing but amazing things.
Yeah.
Sure.
In terms of operations and everything. Cedar Point's been a dream park of mine since I was a kid because I just heard like
Right.
they got a lot of coasters. Not the most themed out park, but they're well maintained. And I mean, Magic Mountain's magic, and then Knott's is just Knott's. Knott's is its own baby. We don't. Knott's is special. We love Knott's.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I also think like
I think it's good. Yeah.
For sure. And I think this is a good thing because, Cedar Fair, the way I've always viewed it, and this maybe isn't inherently the truth or a reflection of reality, was that Cedar Fair was a step above Six Flags in terms of what I'm looking for.
Everyone kind of like had that was the opinion, right? It was like Cedar Fair was the better regional park brand.
And
like
the
the
step
big
above
brother.
that
Yeah.
is, in my opinion, now after visiting Dollywood, is Hershend. So if Cedar Fair is trying to, because the Orlando area and the Los Angeles area are kind of their own thing.
Beasts. Yeah.
Hershend kind of rules in the middle south of America, like
Yeah.
Midwest, like Silver Dollar City and Dollywood are for sure like the best theme parks, right? Cedar Point is probably incredible, but it's kind of a different experience than something like Dollywood.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
So I think if Cedar Fair is trying to, take the Hershend approach of kind of middle ground with great coasters, but also solid dark rides and theming and food, I that's all good stuff to me. And if you have to shed some or trim some fat, like you said, Toby, that's kind of the nature of business. So
Yeah.
I think this could be a great thing.
I do not think it is like, I had some people I was talking to who were like, oh, does this mean the company's going under? I'm like, no, I think it's the opposite. I think they're doing some good stuff.
I think they've spent a year or in change doing.
Yeah.
I'm saying this like a spy doing reconnaissance. I've watched too much Star Trek: The Next Generation lately. I'm speaking like Captain Picard. But yeah, they're like, okay, like you said, these aren't worth the squeeze.
Mm-hmm.
Like these ones are
Sure.
one, like EPR's interested, or Premiere or whoever is interested. Enchanted Parks, I think is what it's called, actually. Sorry. Let's give them to them on an as-is condition, because we all work in this industry, and when you receive a venue or space, it's always in as-is condition.
It's like buying a used car.
It's like
it's as is.
You're trying to, wipe your hands of it and run.
You're like, hey, there's a scratch across the bumper,
Yeah.
and I am not going to do anything about
I'm not going to do anything about it, but you can have it for a little bit less. It's like we talked about the Casa Bonita documentary on the last episode, but it's the same idea there, or the 2 episodes ago. Of you work with what you got, and if Six Flags is like, hey, it's going to cost like $1 million to make this presentable, or EPR will buy it for $700K. Obviously, these numbers are higher than that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just
Right.
screw
Sure.
it. Like we're not going to make it back fast
fair.
enough to justify it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So,
Cool.
inside baseball for you. Speculative
sweet.
inside baseball.
Should we
Let's
move
move on?
right along?
Yeah.
The Paramount deal.
Yeah.
We've
Destroyed a
said,
whole
you
episode of ours, basically.
Oh,
Yeah.
that episode aged so poorly.
really struck back at a former episode of ours talking about Netflix acquiring Warner Brothers. Now that's kind of null and void almost. I mean, in case you haven't heard the news, it's been like everywhere, but Paramount is now poised to acquire Warner Brothers, and there's a lot of discussion over obviously what that means for the film and television industry, but also some conclusions that we can try to point at for our own industry. Toby, you've heard some buzz over what Paramount taking control could mean for Universal and some other players.
Well, let me put it this way. Now that Paramount owns Warner Brothers, just for starters,
They're still gonna
they're
go through a million.
They're poised to acquire them.
Yeah.
They're the last major player.
Hopefully it doesn't happen and it all goes to hell and then we're all good. But if it assuming that this does happen and the Allisons are overlords, you're gonna have one studio that has 2 lots in Los Angeles, essentially,
And
right? And
Universal's current lot functions as a lot and a theme park. So
And
to
a
the,
theme
to the
park.
person not familiar with the movie industry, lots are huge.
and
They're,
expensive.
like, massive.
Yes.
And to the
And
person
They're,
who,
they're essentially their own little cities.
Yeah.
and to the
right.
person who's not familiar with the film industry, Los Angeles is not doing great in terms of shooting. There's a lot of these
Less and
stages.
less things are shooting.
Yeah, so like, and there's some of them are slowly. Universal still stays alive. They shoot a lot of network television there still because of that. Those two other lots still shoot. They're still operational, but I don't know if I don't see whatever Skydance. What the fuck?
Whatever they're gonna be
the
called.
Ellicents. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Whoever they are, there are the rumblings that they are looking at potentially either turning one of the two lots into a Warner Brothers Paramount theme park, or selling off the Warner Brothers lot to Universal because it is right next to Universal Studios Hollywood.
Yes, if you have been to Universal Studios Hollywood down the escalator, you can see the WB logo
see it.
from the escalator. It's
Now,
right. The lots are next to each other.
These are just rumors, but everything being said, it does make sense to me.
It passes the smell test. Yeah.
Yeah. What? These are, you don't need, one company does not need to own two lots, not just some sound stages, two full lots.
Also, speaking of debt, like we did in the last segment, Paramount is in a ton of debt.
Exactly.
If they can do, because you know what makes money is theme parks, and I understand that would take more investment, but if they were to get a whole bunch of groups together and God forbid, but we all know this too well, like the Saudis get involved because the Saudis will
They're
invest
already
in
involved.
Everything, right.
They're already
with the
involved. They're
Ellisons.
part of the deal, yeah.
Right. So, you can get funding for these kind of things. They would, or you sell it to Universal, and Universal gets the potential for at least like intense, big expansion or a second gate.
Or
in the Hollywood
or
resort.
just essentially move the studio operations, keep the studio the historic sets, move most studio operations to Warner
WB,
Brothers,
yeah.
and then the rest of the sound stages you no longer need. I'm not saying, look, my theme park brain loves this idea. My history film lover, I still work in film, brain hates it because of the history. I think maybe they keep certain elements. I think what the thing is, sell the Warner Brothers lot, let Universal keep the studio tour, or I don't know, find a way to make a mega tour that also includes the Warner Brothers tour.
Because like
who fucking
people
knows?
don't know, Warner Brothers does a studio tour. And I love the Universal Studios tour. The Warner Brothers tour is a much better studio tour. The Universal Studios tour is a theme park ride for all intents and purposes, right? Like, there is the slimmest of chances you'll see like a game show host.
It's realistically, it's a theme park ride in a museum. That's really what the studio tour is.
Right. Like, they've preserved sets from old films that you see. Like, the Warner Brothers tour is a tour of a working movie studio.
Yeah.
So you not saying you will, but you have a much higher chance of seeing like actual actors, directors, producers, whatever around.
So
right?
yeah,
like
that's. Sorry, go ahead.
when I toured the Warner Brothers lot, I didn't get to see it, but the day after, like Ben Affleck was in the Batmobile. I mean, I was like 14, so he was just announced for like Batman v Superman, and like he was in the Batmobile, driving around the WB lot for studio tour people. Like, that would have been sick. So it's kind of a different thing altogether. That's a great, interesting point that they could move their actual productions further away.
But it's not even further away. It's like across the street.
But you have more direct expansion because they used to do Halloween Horror Nights. They used to open up the back lot. They don't anymore.
Yeah.
So they have already dabbled in it. And an interesting twist in this, and for those that aren't familiar with theme park history, is Paramount was in the theme park game.
Yeah.
Both the Great America parks in the Bay Area of California and
Kings
in Chicago,
Island, Kings Dominion were
like a handful of the Cedar Fair parks
were Paramount parks.
Paramount was in the theme park business. That's why the roller coasters were themed to Top Gun for a long time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there is a precedent for that kind of thing. I mean, WB has theme parks in overseas, but that doesn't seem particularly related to
no, but I mean, think about it. If you look at, if I'm just looking at this from a purely financial standpoint,
sure.
Disney, when their film studio department is down, their theme parks keep them afloat.
Keep
their
the
theme
afloat.
parks, the theme parks are constant revenue generators, right? And the same thing with Universal, their parks have been constant revenue generators. I think I don't have this confirmed, but I'm pretty damn sure the studio with Universal Studios Hollywood, I'm sure the theme park generates more revenue than the actual studio itself and the sound stages.
Depends
Not
on
what,
the year, probably.
yeah, but it's still there. So it comes down to a question of, do they want to have the overhead costs, because it is expensive to run two different lots. So
if you
are
don't
you
have
going
something constantly shooting, you're paying Los Angeles level prices for operating just lights and air conditioning and whatever,
So do you want to keep them both? Do you just bulldoze one and turn it into a theme park, or do you kind of try to build a studio theme park? But that also feels a little too like 1990s. This is 2026, and by the time this would even happen, it'd probably be in the 2030s, being realistic.
Yeah.
Or do you just offload your costs? You own the rights to the IP, which is what you really wanted. You got CNN, so you can do Turning Point CNN or whatever the fuck you want to do.
Whatever the Ellisons want.
Yeah, those freaking. But now instead you can say, hey, we're going to sell off this lot to Universal, who famously has been trying like crazy to find expansion for that theme park. Because they built a coaster on the side of a fucking mountain,
They
dude.
just built a roller coaster into a mountain.
So, like, they're desperate for space, and Universal Studios Hollywood is a revenue machine. It's continuing to grow in terms of visitors, whatever, guest numbers, and it is continuing to make money for them. But they're running out of space to expand without sacrificing the studio. Buy the Warner Brothers studio, bulldoze half of those sound stages down there, and all of a sudden, I can guarantee you Universal will pay top dollar to buy that one of those lots, especially if it's Warner Brothers.
All of a sudden, Darkmoor.
Yeah, right. Or like they just collaborate in the same way that Warner Brothers has
already
been
does with
with
Universal,
Potter,
with licensing.
Like, we've talked about this in that episode, which is now aged like milk. The idea of the DC Studios IP being within a different park than the DC Comics IP, because that Six Flags contract is, I don't know when it's up, but it's still effective.
Right.
They can't just be like,
that's when we first talked about the Flash Pass.
right. So that's what I was bringing it back to that. Yeah. So that's interesting that they're moving away from that, because if they were to remove that branding, and you would lose, just like Battle for Metropolis, which is a bummer, but the premise of Universal having at least any indirect access to the DC Comics or DC Studios IP rather. So, you have David Cornsweat's Superman, Rob Pat Batman, or whoever.
Right,
That's a whole different can of worms, because Universal does not have the rights to the Harry Potter books. They have the rights to the Harry Potter movies.
Right.
So it entirely depends.
Different thing. Yeah.
It's a different thing.
I just don't see a company that's in debt and just spent $111 billion trying to keep two studios afloat. At the same
they're
time.
going to do something with it,
and
because
so
they're not going to make enough money on production. I mean, there's game shows. I was just listening to a podcast with LeVar Burton, and he hosts Trivial Pursuit, and they fly people from Los Angeles to London to shoot, and it's more cost effective to literally provide international travel than to shoot in LA. So, like, this is a real problem. And it's interesting to think about.
I mean, maybe they strike a deal where it's like, maybe they have like something where it's like a co-ownership where Universal puts Paramount owns part of the lot still or something, but Universal puts up most of the money in, so it's like a joint venture, split revenue type. I don't know, but I just don't see them, once this is all said and done, the dust settles, and they have just spent $111 billion as a studio already in debt, trying to keep two full studios afloat, and having a studio next door that is also a theme park that is starving for space. I just don't see a world where that doesn't happen. Where
at least that conversation doesn't happen.
Yeah. So like, it just seems, because like, how many, we've all known, like the secret, not secret, how many times has Universal tried to buy that golf course? The golf course right by it. They have tried.
For context, when you're at Universal Studios Hollywood, if you've never visited, the park is separated between an upper and lower lot. There's an escalator you take down because it's built into the Hollywood Hills, and you look out on the escalator, and there's this massive golf course, and then there's Warner Brothers. And Universal has tried to buy that golf course, which won't sell because they make so much money off celebrities golfing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, Universal asks like every couple of years, like, hey, about that golf course, and they're like, fuck off, and they're okay. So yeah, that's
Also,
like
by
the
the-
most
by the
open
time-
secret.
By the time they're selling, maybe they've recovered some costs from Epic. Some of that starts coming. Like I just makes sense to me. It's like it makes perfect sense that that's what they're gonna do. Honestly
Yeah.
speaking, like I just
Really?
what they're not going. They just spent $111 billion and they're in debt. They're not going to operate 2 full studios. They
They're
don't
also
need to.
cutting Ted Sarandos a
Yeah.
$3 billion check because they were so aggressive in this bidding.
Exactly.
Just,
like
hemorrhaging money everywhere.
yeah, I mean they owe David Zaslav is walking away with almost $1 billion from this for sinking Warner
Bro.
Brothers, which is hilarious. Failing
That man
upwards
is the
is not even a
epitome.
description. Like it's that. I don't. That's insane to me.
Bro, Zaslav
Dude, just
is
yeah. But I'm just saying,
unbelievable.
I think they're going to be in a big financial hole, and they're going to need to do something with that space. And Universal needs space to. It just makes sense. I'm not happy with this
Sure.
deal. I don't think any of us are
No.
truly happy with this deal. But
No.
I think it's like the best that can come out of this for us and for the film side, because then maybe Universal has other that can save that Warner Brothers lot to an extent. You can actually preserve the lot by Universal moving in to shoot stuff in there and then getting their own space to just build the park out. Then you don't
Right.
know, you no longer have to be competing with yourself to see how much space do you need to take over from the lot to you know what I mean?
Or how much team member space can we encroach on and continue to expand this park? You know, it's the same idea with Disneyland and Anaheim, right? Galaxy's Edge took over an old cast member building.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like, how much can we consolidate to expand versus, oh, this could be land just up for grabs. That's next door. So yeah, I mean,
That was the
it's-
whole idea originally with like California Adventure. It was like, wait,
It's the parking
we
lot.
could just,
Yeah.
we could just build a parking garage,
Exactly.
or a parking lot elsewhere, and
but the
we
thing
could
is, like-
use our current parking lot.
But Universal can't even do
Yeah.
that. Universal does not have a Hollywood doesn't even. They have a parking lot. They have 2 hotels in the mountain, and everything else is either a freeway or residential or the golf course or Warner Brothers. And now, if Warner Brothers is potentially up for sale, that is the only option they have to expand. Like literally, I don't know where else they can go.
Where is Paramount Studio? Is it in Burbank as well?
No,
I know Sony's
no.
in Culver City.
I worked at Paramount for a while. They're in Hollywood. They're on Melrose.
You're right. That's
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
oh yeah.
So
you drive
like,
driven. You're right.
there would be terrible to build a park. Just that place is so congested. You can't
That
do
was
it
like
there.
when Disney was trying to buy the Queen Mary in Long Beach.
Exactly.
It just would have been not
It's
feasible.
just not feasible. So I think that's the lot
Dude,
that's
they
gonna.
just tore down. They tore down the village there, the Disney village that they built.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
really?
you telling us about that. Yeah.
Yeah, they tore that down like last summer or something.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, is that Disney built some facade buildings next to the Queen Mary. I don't know, back in the 90s.
Yeah,
right?
when they were in like final talks to buy it and open Westcott also / Disney Sea. It was going to be a
Yeah.
domestic version
Yeah,
of Disney Sea.
and
Port
so they
Port
did build
Disney, I
some-
think it was called or something.
Something
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
They built some facade buildings there as sort of like a seaside village type of thing, and they did just tear those down. I mean, they were old. I've seen them in person. They were, not in great shape. Obviously, after few couple decades. So
Sure.
it made sense, but it definitely those got torn away. So a little bit of Disney history gone.
There you go, yeah. Bummer. Anyways,
I think that's
none
that.
of us are happy about this, but
No.
it could be, at least for theme parks, it could work out. If you follow the tea leaves that the crumb trail Toby's laying, there's a reasonable conclusion there that could be.
I
something
think
that
it
happens.
genuinely I just think it makes sense, especially because
Yeah.
they're building. There's the not so secret rumor that Universal's building a resort, like a hotel at Universal Studios
Yeah.
Hollywood. Like it's
Yeah.
gonna happen. So like if you're trying to justify it being a resort type park, you need more to do. It's too small to be
Sure.
a resort as of today. So it's on the wall for me. I could be wrong. I could be totally off. It just makes sense.
Yeah. All right.
All right, let's move on.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
talk about the Theas.
Time
which
for
are
the Thea Awards.
They're April, right? April 2nd in Orlando.
That's what the gala
I think.
is, but yeah.
But
it's
they-
at the Marriott.
TEA. I know a lot of you. We've all been to TEA events. I feel like we've all been members of the TEA at some point. Why do you just not do this like the Oscars, where you announce the winners there? Why do you announce them ahead of time? I have no interest in even watching a live stream now because I know who's winning.
Honestly, it's probably so people can go. Like, this
Yeah,
industry
true.
is not consolidated in the
Yeah.
way film is, so it's probably like, hey, you're gonna win this, and now you have 2 months to figure out in your schedule and installations to get here. But you keep saying TEA. People that don't know, that's the Themed Entertainment Association. It's not a union, but it's like a membership that pretty much
Collective or
everyone
something, you
in
could
this
say.
industry is a part of. It's like a networking thing. It's a newsletter. It's a membership for
it's
people
our
that work
academy,
in the space.
basically. It's our
Yes.
academy.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
And the Theas are the TEA's awards, basically the year-end
Yeah,
awards. It's their
they're the industry awards. They're like
Yes,
we talked about this earlier in another episode. Golden Ticket is voted by journalists and people of whatever amusement today. This is voted by industry professionals. This is the industry people who make up the TEA who actually decide these awards. So these are basically the Oscars of the theme park world.
Yes.
Hell yeah. Let's go through it.
Yeah,
Let's start. Who has the list up? Do you want me to do
I
it?
have it up right now.
You have it up? All right.
Yeah.
You want to guide us?
Let's do
Guide
it.
us
So
through.
attractions. I'll start with those. Attraction winners. We have Danse Macabre at Efteling. Because of course,
Okay.
Efteling. I don't know. I know all I know is that this is basically a flat ride that they themed to the fucking moon and back, and it looks
I
amazing.
think it's a trackless dark ride, isn't it? Or is it a
No,
flat
I
ride?
think it's like a
No, I think
spinner.
it's-
It's like a turntable
Yeah,
spinner.
it's- I've seen like video of it. It's really hard to explain, honestly.
I don't want to know. We're gonna go someday. We'll do a Europe
Yeah.
trip and go to this park because but yeah, they have one.
I think you're on the right. You're in the ballpark there, too.
Well, because Dance Macabre is isn't it like a medieval
It's a classical piece.
folklore thing? Like it's like skeletons and stuff, right? So
No, but it's a classical
Yeah.
piece too. It's a classic. It's like you ever heard of it's like
oh, it's a music. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a classical piece called Danse Macabre. It's a very famous
Oh,
classical piece.
God,
Got
Toby
it.
just ripping us with some history.
Dude, I
Okay,
played
so-
classical music for a long time. So yeah, I
Toby
mean,
plays
and it
the
basically
trumpet
just
for everyone who
Guy.
doesn't know.
yeah, it
He's
basically
a classical guy, man.
no, I mean, I love that piece. I don't know if it's specifically based on that. It basically just means like a macabre dance, like it's something what it is. But like there's
Yeah.
a classical piece associated to it, and it's always been like about. So it makes sense that that's what the theme is.
Yeah, I mean the ride is basically the dance sequence from the the Beauty and the Beast ride at Tokyo Disneyland.
spooky.
But spooky. So there's like an animatronic central character, and you're like dancing around him. I think is the idea.
I don't know.
That's really so freaking cool.
I know. Oh no, but I think the big gag. So I think how it works, and I could be wrong. It's like a very cool set piece, right? So it's like you're a mansion of a manor, like the heart piece. So it's like
Yeah.
you know how Constellation Carousel works at Epic Universe. How it's
Yeah.
like multiple
Yeah, yeah.
turntables. So I think it's that.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that so they're all spinning around. I think the big thing that makes it different is that I don't know if the set or the platform itself tilts as it's happening.
You're
I
right.
think it
Yeah.
does, kind of.
That's
So
why I
what's
thought it was trackless, but okay.
No, it's just they just were like, hey, we're gonna build a dark ride, but we're Efteling, so it's gonna win a Thea award because we're fucking
You mean
Efteling.
flat ride? Yeah. Yeah.
A flat ride, but we're Efteling, so
So yeah, I mean the Netherlands. That is such a crazy park that that's probably my number one park outside of the U.S. I want to do. I mean, besides go back to Tokyo.
The next winner is something I did not see coming. I could have done. I think we've all had the chance to do this and never did it because we didn't think of anything of it. But the John Wick experience in Las Vegas, Area 15.
yeah.
Oh shit!
It's right next to Horror Unleashed.
So I've heard very good things beforehand. Now it's won a Thea, so it must be really damn good.
Really?
Yeah, it's interesting.
And
with
not
stuff
even
like
limited
that.
budget. It won like full
No.
attraction. It won full attraction.
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting when things like that win Theas because full context, those are the things that we work on is stuff
Yeah.
more to that scale, immersive events like that, less so like actual theme park attractions, but maybe that changes someday. So that's wink. But that's interesting. That's just crazy that would have so much impact. Especially because like Las Vegas is a very interesting place for that kind of thing. And when something in Las Vegas
Just
is like
in general, I think it's a very interesting place.
True. But like the blank experience in Vegas usually is kind of like a very kitschy, like doesn't deliver. So that means it's very cool. I think that one of the only other things in like the Vegas experience thing was something that someone we've all worked for won a Thea for, which was the Star Trek experience there. Or maybe it was Titanic, one or the other, but
something, regardless, I don't know anything about it. I don't know if you guys, I don't know jack shit. But hey, they won a Thea, so maybe it's worth checking out.
Yeah, for sure.
The other one, totally unexpected, out of left field. I don't think anyone saw this coming. Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, little ride. Not sure if you guys.
What
have
is that? I've never heard.
Heard of it.
What is that?
Also won an attraction Thea, so we don't need to talk about that one. Just makes sense. Good job.
It's the best dark ride in the world, everyone. Yeah. You all seem to be taking... Some people agree with me. Some people are like, that's a crazy take from our video that did well this week. I stand by it. Monsters Unchained is the best dark ride in the world right now.
Another attraction. This one, I didn't know existed. I'm so fucked up for laughing at this. Wishworks Make-A-Wish Southern Florida for attraction.
Oh my God.
Is it from the Make-A-Wish Foundation? And that's
it literally is from the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and that is why I'm laughing. I am sorry. I am fucked up. No, it's just funny that
You're a horrible person.
What is this? What is this? Could someone look this up? Because it's just funny that a Make-A-Wish thing is a ride now.
I mean, it looks like an immersive experience, obviously.
No, it looks great. It's just like my brain was like, what?
Make-A-Wish
You're a bad
Factory.
man, bro.
You're a bad person.
No, I'm just honest.
You're a bad person.
Goodness. We do not condone Tobias's comments.
I don't condone my own comments. It's just like for some reason my part of my brain was like, oh my God, what is this?
What's it called? The Wish Factory?
It's called the Wish Factory in Southern Florida.
Southern Florida? Like Miami?
Wish Factory.
It's called Wishworks. It is in Miami.
Wishworks, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's in the Finker Frankel.
Finker Frankel Wish House.
Yes.
Created by
former Imagineers. Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Interactive Wish Discovery Experience designed. It looks like a science center, kind of.
But it didn't win. It didn't win historical or anything. It just won won attraction. So.
Okay. Yeah. So it's. Children are invited to envision their boldest, most extraordinary wishes in a breathtaking world of excitement and possibility, opening their hearts to believe in the true power of a heartfelt wish. Yeah, it looks kind of like Meow Wolf meets a science center.
Oh.
For kids, like a lot of hands-on interactive stuff.
Congratulations. Happy for... Hey, it's a good foundation. Congratulations. Good on you guys. Don't know. Maybe we'll go someday. And I will do my best to be a normal person. Attraction, limited budget. This is such a bad name. Bag Shot Row, not back shot. Bag Shot Row, Hobbiton movie set in New Zealand.
Well, that is just like, isn't that just the standing set from the Lord of the Rings?
I don't know if
movies
that's like
people
something
visit?
else they added to it. I don't know. But it won an award, so congratulations to them.
Okay.
Don't know anything about
Bag Shot Row. Yeah, so it's a home to the character. It's like the Samwise Gamgee's house and other people.
Okay.
So it's the Hobbiton set in New Zealand. Yeah.
So why did it win now? Maybe they renovated it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
I want to see. All right, historical center. This is cool because this is like somewhere you the John Randall Center
somewhere
for
you learn about history. Toby is where
it looks really cool. Actually, it's the John Randall Center for Yoruba culture and history in Nigeria.
Yeah,
which is kind of awesome. That's actually great.
I love that they include museums in this because museums are.
They're not. Despite the Oscars just now being more international, these guys actually seem to give awards to international, projects, which is fantastic.
Oh yeah, they always have.
Yeah, so it's fantastic. Good on them. Honestly, like now, if I'm ever in Nigeria, I will definitely. It looks amazing from what I'm seeing. Historical experience, limited budget, secret laboratory in Germany. Don't know anything about it. Feels very Harry Potter from the image I'm seeing.
Looks something like you are making potions. Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah,
looks cool. If you're
looks
interested
cool.
in that or in Germany, maybe check it out.
Don't know anything about that. But looks cool. Immersive venue. Guess what it is? Cosm. It's Cosm.
Do you want me to guess? I'm looking at it.
No,
Yeah,
it's fine. It's fine. But we all know. I mean, I think Cosm's won this like 3 fucking times or something.
Yeah.
Like
We had a very extensive episode a month or two ago on
talking about Cosm.
About the Super Bowl and Cosm. Yeah,
when we talked about sports and the intersection with themed entertainment. So if you want to learn more about Cosm, we talk it ad nauseum in that episode.
And they've won a Thea, maybe like again. Moving on. Interactive experience, limited budget. This is kind of what we've all started our careers in and still working for some of us. Minecraft experience, Villager Rescue.
Okay.
It's a touring show. So
which is
nice.
So Spencer, just saying.
It's very much what I work on.
You can win a Thea, dude.
Yeah.
You can win a Thea.
In theory, I could. Yeah, if I got to work with Minecraft.
That's probably
yeah, but I mean, it looks cool. I've actually heard of this before.
Really.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I mean, obviously, the potential of Minecraft in an immersive setting is fairly limitless. That's the whole idea of the game. But kids get like blocks and they get to like move things around, and it looks cool. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna kind of. We're running out of time, so I'm going to power through some of these that we just don't have takes on this to say anything. So, live show, Bob Marley, Hope Road at the Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas. I haven't seen
like
this.
A hologram of him performing like
No,
Jackson?
It's a full show. It's like one of the Vegas shows.
Okay.
I guess that so technically qualifies as theme entertainment as well as...
Sure.
As I'm not sure that also qualifies for Tony's, or probably not. So I guess it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
They won one. Very cool. The museums themselves, the 2 ones that won... are the Kochikame Museum. If I said that wrong, I'm so sorry. Yeah, in Tokyo, which looks amazing, and I mean just Tokyo itself with the entertainment and what they do.
If you're in Tokyo looking for a museum, the Ghibli Museum is so incredible.
I tried to get in, and we tried a month in advance and still couldn't get tickets when I went.
I got to go in. It's very cool. So this is winning in Tokyo. This is probably something really special. I mean, it looks awesome. It's Katsushika. I'm not trying. In Tokyo.
I have no idea. I'm sorry. I'm South American, guys. I don't know my Asian cities that well.
Let me look up really quickly what Kochikame is.
It looks really cool.
It's a manga. It's like an animation behind a manga.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
cool.
That's fantastic. Oh, I'm sure it's amazing. So also, Theas, thank you for honoring these kind of things like museums and all this stuff.
If you look at the picture, it looks like there's like the drawings and concept art in the background. So it's probably about the show or in the books.
Like we talk about this, our industry is not just big theme parks. Museums are very much part of it. Touring exhibitions, shows, it's all part of the same thing.
Zoos, aquariums, museums, science centers, all the above.
So honestly, love the Theas for doing this. The other one is called The Story of Emily. It is in St. Ives, Lixiard, Cornwall, UK. Don't know what it is, but if it's like the story of a person thrilled to immersive art, I'm going to want to go to that immediately because I don't know, it just looks really cool.
Yeah.
Maybe is it a place? I don't know. It looks amazing. Congratulations, yay. Now this one confuses me as a category, just because it's called Ride Experience. So I don't know what the difference with this attraction is.
Based on the picture, I'm thinking it factors in queue
and over. It's everything.
Cool.
Okay. And it is, of course, the second Thea for this park this year, Harry Potter and the Battle of the Ministry, which makes sense. As an overall experience, easy. Yeah. So I don't think we have anything to... Overall, I think it just makes sense to me. Yeah, cool.
Sure.
Second award... technical innovation, which I actually want to know what this is because this actually might help us all, is Magno Sound Transparent Passive 3D LED Screen Technology by Craftwork Living Technologies. I need to know what this is. I'm going to look it up because it might...
screen. So we're coming back to that, huh?
But is it 3D, like glassless 3D, but like, or is it a different tech? What is it? I don't actually know.
Let's see. Magnos 3D
LED screen technology.
Interesting.
At its core, it's a dual LED display system with acoustically transparent perforations.
Oh, so like the sound can the sound can go through the screen, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's just like a flat piece of glass without borders almost, and it's 3D.
I'm sure it's going to be great for screen tech.
It's a fucking piece of glass.
Yeah, I mean it looks It's like basically like seamlessly integrated into stuff.
audio and
like.
visual
Okay.
type shit.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, and the
Okay.
3D is created by like a tilt, I guess. I don't know,
Interesting.
but
Well,
that's- yeah.
Hey, cool. Congratulations.
I mean, this kind of stuff shows up and then is all over theme parks,
Yeah.
museums, whatever. Same thing
Yeah.
with projection mapping first came out.
100%.
And
Yeah.
now it's everywhere. So this
It's-
could be the next thing.
Yeah. So I know
Okay.
it seems, if you're not a tech nerd, it might be interesting, but it is what ends up creating attractions. So
Yeah.
cool. Theme Park Land. We all know what it is.
Let's go.
How to Train Your
Yeah.
Dragon, Isle of Berk, third Thea for Epic Universe.
Slam dunk.
There you go.
Slam dunk.
Easy.
And then
Slam dunk.
I'll leave the theme park itself for last because that's the biggest one. Themed food and beverage experience is the Haunted
Okay.
Mansion Parlor on the Disney Treasure,
Really?
the Disney Cruise. Yeah.
Okay.
They
Interesting.
have
have
very-
kind of
Yeah,
go
they
ahead.
that's their market. No, I'm just saying, like, they've kind of really like mastered that market, that side of things. So
the cruise or the themed bar.
no, the cruises have kind of mastered the because they can't really have attractions on the cruises. So like that's
Sure.
what that's their offering is the themed dining and everything. So
In general, though, I've heard Disney, because I haven't been to Magic Kingdom to experience the Pirates of the Caribbean bar.
oh yeah, I wanna go really bad.
That's
Oh, yeah,
apparently
yeah.
really impressive.
Apparently
and,
very
and so,
good.
I mean, Disney's always been very good about this. If we're just being super fair, like even
Yeah.
Trader Sam's at the Disneyland Hotel is a ton of fun.
They are
The cantina
unparalleled
is a
in food and
ton of
beverage.
fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, like food and bev, they're still very much winning
the
that
kings.
conversation.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I mean, honestly, that makes me want to see it. I'm not getting on a cruise probably ever because I
Me
don't
neither.
know.
It's a nightmare. It sounds like a
If
nightmare. to
that
me.
boat was
Yeah.
docked, I'd get a drink there.
Yeah.
But I'm just not gonna get lost at sea.
they're about
I'm
to
sure,
launch that
honestly,
new
I'm
one,
sure
too.
if it's successful
Wish.
enough,
Yep.
I'm sure if
No,
it's
I think
successful
it's like
enough and
Adventure.
it keeps. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm never getting on a cruise.
No,
They
I
sound
know
like
Robert
dream.
Downey Jr.
What is the new
the
ship?
one smashing the champagne or whatever.
New Disney ship.
I think it's Disney Adventure.
It is the
biggest
Disney
one.
Adventure. You're right.
Uh-huh. Huh.
Yep. It is the Disney Adventure. Last year was the Disney Destiny was the new one.
Okay.
So what ship is this one on, or what is this on?
The Disney
the
Treasure. Yeah.
Got
Okay.
it.
All right.
Interesting.
Moving on
The
to the big
Treasure
boy.
set sail in 2024. So,
Oh,
there you
wow,
go.
okay. So
So it's still new.
moving on to the big two, actually, there's two parks that won Best Theme Park. One is, we didn't know about it,
I
Legoland
don't know if
Shanghai.
That's possible.
Yeah, coming back around to Legoland, they just won a Thea for the best theme park with Legoland Shanghai.
Wow.
That's pretty crazy. It makes me
And
want to go
what-
to a Lego park, but again, I don't own a child, so
They have a
You say you
they have
don't
a
own a child?
they have a flying coaster, dude. No, it's an
oh
inverted
yeah, that
coaster.
coaster.
Oh, sick.
Okay, but still in a Lego park,
I mean, it looks crazy.
Impressive.
dude.
Looks
The
really
Asian
pretty.
theme parks are like kind of
Next level. Yeah.
go like AWOL with their
Yeah,
technology
really,
investments.
really hard in the paint.
Like
yeah.
even Universal Studios Japan has the flying dinosaur, which is like this crazy, thrilling like coaster in Jurassic World. I mean, granted, we have Velocicoaster, I guess, in Orlando, but still, like the Asian parks, they don't mess around.
But the Jurassic World attraction where it's like a scoop, right?
Oh, that's in
That's Beijing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where you're in the glass ball from the movie.
Yeah, it's pretty similar.
I
Is it
wonder
not
if
similar
they
to Ministry
do-
of
That's the
Magic?
one where the
Maybe not.
T-Rex or the Indominus, whatever.
He runs.
Yeah, he
walks
runs.
after you. Yeah.
All right. I gotta get to the last one. We can all guess what the other theme park award's gonna be.
Sure.
It's Epic Universe. So Epic has won. For anybody who's hating on this park,
Four.
going in conjunction with our video, it has won 1, 2, 3, 4 Thea awards, which is the most of any park here this year, at least. And I
I
don't
will
know how.
say,
Yeah.
to give our audience, and most people have been wonderful. We're obviously having a little fun, poking fun at various silliness.
The people that just get up in arms.
Sure, yeah. Most people will acknowledge like the artistry is pretty unparalleled. That's what these awards are for. Most of the complaints are operational focused. So, to play devil's advocate to your talk, Toby, but yeah, I mean, it is a very, very tough sell to fight Epic Universe like artistic prowess. Like the detail of that park is stupid. Yeah, like it's there went very, very hard on that aspect.
And
so,
none of us get paid by them. So pocket
Yes.
that information and don't
Yes.
accuse us of such.
Yes, I take my Universal's going to send me my $5 after this video.
If Universal was paying us to talk about them, we would not be doing this podcast.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Universal gave us $2 to go use the vending machine.
They gave me a nice warm cookie.
love a cookie. No, Hilton gives you some cookies.
Yeah, the DoubleTree, man.
The
Yeah,
DoubleTree
DoubleTree.
does
DoubleTree gives you
Those things
cookies.
are
It's always
good.
nice.
They're
We've
always
all
warm,
worked
too.
Traveled in this freaking industry, and DoubleTrees are the best.
Yeah, get
Do you
into
want to
there.
do? We haven't done this in a while. Do you want to talk about a cool thing we did last week before we log off? Or
Yeah, that was
I mean,
it
we're-
for the Theas, right?
yeah,
Time
that's
time
it.
is
yeah.
tight. Is the only thing I'm saying. We're at an hour 11, so
Okay, we can
It's all
quickly. Does anyone
go
have
quick,
anything?
go quick, go. I think I'm going to Boysenberry Fest on Monday.
Hey, fun.
Oh, that's fun, dude.
Love that.
And
so
my
jealous. I've
my
always wanted to
liquid
go.
diet will be over by then, and I will be eating absolutely anything and everything I can. So
Nice.
I love
Hell
Boysenberry
yeah.
Toby
Fest.
went to the dentist today, so we can only drink things. For the listener who didn't hear.
Drinking healthy drinks.
Yes. I went to Emerald City Comic Con. That was pretty cool.
Did you
Oh,
go
how
to
was that?
Yeah. It was awesome. They did.
You buy any cool stuff?
Yes, they did actually. I'm not wearing it, but I bought a Something Is Killing the Children shirt, which is cool.
I gotta read that book, dude.
I
Everyone's
got
saying
a-
it's amazing. Yeah.
It's really great.
That series,
James Tynion is great writer. And I also got a couple of comics signed by people I really like. I met Tony Fleece, the guy who wrote Stray Dogs, which I've recommended
very
to
cool.
you and Ellie. So he
Cool.
signed one of my books, which was cool. And yeah, I met the guy who wrote the Peacemaker comic last year, and he's also writing
Fantastic.
a Vertigo line. So it was fun, a lot of fun. They had some immersive stuff. They had like a tavern, like where like it was kind of themed to medieval with drinks and stuff. We were playing D&D. I think
Nice.
that's an idea I've had for a long time. Of like, if you were to get the Magic the Gathering rights to create like an immersive play space, would be pretty
That would be
cool.
cool. Yeah,
We can talk about
I feel
that
like they're
another
gonna do
episode,
that with
because they're
Pokemon,
doing-
right? Like,
There-
they're
there's
gonna
some
do that
stuff-
with Pokemon.
There's some stuff that I've
Pokemon,
seen
yeah.
on a local level, because I do play D&D and I do play our tabletop RPGs, and there are venues
Yeah.
in LA, a lot of them for that. But we can talk about that another time.
Yeah. Lane, did you do anything?
Okay, Lane.
Yeah, dude. I went back to Yacht Club, which I've talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
before, I believe, on this channel. But a great yacht club, new age, hard to explain themed bar in Denver. It's very cute spot. There's also like no sign outside. It's like one of those bars where you're just like, there's like
Stumble on it.
a little captain's wheel like on the door, and you're like, this is the place. Fun spot. If you're ever in Denver and you're looking for a unique drinking experience, that's a whole lot of fun. I'm also got to go to a special screening event for Ready or Not 2, which just
Nice.
came out.
Yeah.
And it was honestly, I've been to like a few. I think all of us have been to some advanced screenings or movie premieres, things like that.
Sure.
And
Many.
honestly, like especially like in Colorado, I've been to a few of advanced screenings and things like that, and there's always like some sort of activity or game or whatever, and then they show you the movie, and that's kind of it. And then they'll ask you what you thought of it when you're leaving or whatever. And this one was honestly like, I was kind of impressed with the folks that actually put it on, because you got there, everybody got free popcorn and drink and a drink ticket for 2 themed cocktails. You
Hey.
could choose one or the other. And it was just like in an AMC, like it was like nothing special,
Simple,
but that was
yeah.
kind of cool. Full like snapback hats for everybody, not not those cheap trucker hats or anything.
Yeah.
Those foam pieces of shit.
Where the back is mesh. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had special effect makeup artists there doing blood on people, so you
That's
could
pretty
come
rad.
up here bloody and do some photo ops and stuff like that. So just like I don't know, I thought it was pretty cool. I was
Yeah.
just expecting to go in there, they say, hey, you're on the list, watch the movie, whatever. And it was kind of cool that there actually was an experience involved in it as well, which is obviously like the whole thing's marketing and to get you to tell people to go see the movie and whatever, which I did enjoy the movie. It was bombastic and bloody. What more could you want? So if you like horror comedies, you might as well go see it. But
Yeah.
just like a surprisingly, pleasant thing to see, like that you turn just this like advanced screening into, a nice little premiere event,
If we ever want to talk about it, as somebody who's been to a lot of world premieres in Los Angeles, the theme entertainment level they go. I remember going to the solo premiere the solo
Dude, you
premiere
have pictures
in
from
LA.
that, and it's so crazy.
They built the Millennium Falcon on the red carpet. It was amazing.
Yeah.
We can do an episode on that. I do want to,
I
okay,
went
quickly
to
just
Oh yeah, go ahead.
sorry, talking about this. I saw Undertone this weekend, which a big
I need
part
to
of
see
it,
that.
a big part of it is like this immersive audio experience, which I thought was really cool. The movie is dog shit, but that part in particular was very fun. I was like,
I've heard it's really good. That's
no,
hilarious.
it's absolute dog. It is. You gave a student filmmaker like $1 million, and you were like, hey, here's an Oscar-winning sound designer. That's the movie. Like the amount,
Okay.
it takes place in one location, and the amount of just like, ooh, the light is flickering. Oh, we're framing it like something's gonna pop out at you, but it's not.
Ooh.
We're
Right.
subverting expectations, and I'm like, yeah, but if you do it 10 times, my expectation is nothing's gonna pop out. So, anyway. Audio design, very immersive, and I hope other movies, like horror movies, start integrating other elements of our artistry into that. Movie is shit, but the other stuff is very cool. So, just wanted to get
Well,
that
there
out
you go.
there.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Don't see it. It's
Appreciate
stupid. It's a
Well,
dumb
I'll check
fucking
it
movie.
out.
You're gonna regret it, but enjoy yourself. Get
you.
drunk, smoke a joint.
There you go.
Yeah, I did
Well,
both. And it
thank you,
didn't work.
folks. Well, thank you, folks, one and all, for joining us for another episode of Fully Immersed, your favorite themed entertainment podcast. I've been your host, Lane Calder. This has been Spencer and Tobias. Hey, if you're on social media, check us out on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok at Fully Immersed Pod. We mentioned YouTube earlier. Thank you all for watching Spencer's special little video essay the other day. Giving it the attention it deserves. We're going to keep doing stuff like that. Keep doing little shorts and things as we travel and experience our other adventures and kind of build things out a bit more. And then we'll obviously keep doing our longer form stuff here on the podcast. Speaking of which, if you're listening to us on a podcast app like Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give us a 5 stars. 5 middle fingers is preferable, but usually don't allow that. Whatever it allows you to rank, go ahead and fill that out for us. Subscribe if it allows you. That way we can keep popping up to the top of your silly little algorithm. If you are joining us on YouTube, thanks so much for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe so that you can keep getting notified when we do post some new content for you. Other than that, like I said, I've been Lane, this has been Spencer and the Big Cheese Tobias, and we will see you all next time. Bye!